I heard like small explosions, just real fast.
You just heard a witness reacting to a plane crash in his neighborhood tonight. Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 10 on My Fox 10. I'm Rondrell Moore in for Patrice Dayton. We continue to stay on top of a developing situation. A plane crashed into a house in northern Vigo County just after 7 tonight. News 10's Hunter Petroviak has been on the scene since then. He joins us now live for an update. Hunter, what can you tell us?
Rondrell, this once very active scene is now very quiet as a plane crashed into this home here on Rose Hill Avenue. Now, to give you some reference points at home, we're off of Clinton Road, just across from the Sky King Airport. Now, when we first arrived on the scene, we witnessed one person be put into an ambulance, and we also witnessed another being removed from the airplane that is in this house right now. Thankfully, nobody was home at the time of this crash. That's according to neighbors here in this neighborhood. Go ahead and take a look at what we've gathered since we've been out here all evening. Tense moments for this North Terre Haute neighborhood as a plane crashes into a home. The plane carrying 2 people. Lloyd Anderson didn't see the crash but heard it from his home.
I was sitting out back petting the dog on the patio, and I heard sounded like miniature explosion, like pop, pop, pop. It sounded like it's way off in the distance. And come find out, I think that's the props hitting the trees. But I didn't know what it was. And then I heard, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes later, sirens. But that's not unusual, you know, busy Clinton Street here. And kept on hearing them. I thought something's really going on here.
Otter Creek Public Information Officer Josh Kraft says the crash happened around 7 p.m. He says he doesn't recall a plane crash they've had to respond to in the recent past.
It was obviously a difficult extrication, not something we normally would, train for. But we worked quickly and worked as a team and got both patients out of the aircraft and loaded in the helicopters.
I spoke with Otter Creek's fire chief just about 20 minutes ago, and he tells me that an answer to one of your questions, actually, Rondrell, is that did fuel leak out of this plane? He tells me yes, in fact, it did leak out of a plane that's in this house. He said, though, that they put enough foam over it that there's no believed risk to people in this area. Now, one other question I did ask him is, how are the people doing? He had no condition update, but like you heard in that short story there, they were airlifted to a hospital. Rondrell?
Well, Hunter, while we still have you, just very quickly, this incident started during the daylight hours. It's now, as we can see, very dark behind you. Where does the investigation go for here?
Now, actually, the fire chief told me that this plane here is going to remain in the house all evening long. There are some Vigo County Sheriff's deputies that are going to stay watch to keep this scene secure. The fire chief tells me that they are expecting the FAA here in the morning to investigate this crash, and that's why they wanted to leave the plane there so that they can see exactly what happened for themselves. Reporting live in Vigo County, Hunter Petroviak, back to you, Rondrell.
Very good reporting. Thank you very much, Hunter. News 10 identified the tail number on the plane, and we did some digging. The aircraft is registered to owner William Patrick O'Neill out of Terre Haute. It's a 1980 Cessna 172N, which is a fixed-wing, single-engine plane. 4 seats are on board, and it's powered by 1 engine. News 10 logged on to flightaware.com to see where the plane came from and where it was going. Information online was not updated. We also left a message with Sky King Airport. Our calls so far have not been returned. The video you're seeing right now is from News 10 viewers who were at the scene. You can see more on our website. That's WTHI-TV.com.